What's up, HRV? I'm Cooper Yasui.
And I'm Ryder Talbert. Welcome to episode 248 of our weekly show about what's going on at the high school.
As most of you know, it's homecoming week at HRV. The big news is that yesterday, the juniors won air guitar. But as of our publication time, the seniors were leading in comparison to the other classes in points.
There's still a lot left to happen. Tonight there's a tailgate before the football game. It starts at 5:30, but the game itself begins at 7.
Make sure to pay attention. At halftime, they'll announce this year's homecoming royals.
Homecoming week wraps up tomorrow with the dance. The doors open at 8 p.m. Be there or be square.
Last week, we interviewed a few of the exchange students about their experience at HRV.
We like to be inclusive to both new students and new staff, so let's see what the new Spanish teacher, Mr. Holmes, has to say about his time here so far.
Hi there, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Andy Holmes. My students call me Profe Holmes, and my mom calls me Andrew Holmes. Normally, I always teach Spanish. I've been teaching Spanish for 12 years. Right now, at the high school, I'm doing Spanish 2, all the Spanish 2 classes, and AP Spanish classes. I've taught social studies, I've taught cultural cooking in the past, but right now, todo español.
All right. Bien. Now, why exactly did you choose to teach this subject or learn it in the first place? What interests you about it?
I mean, it's a long story, but the short version is I went to this high school. I had a couple really good Spanish teachers named Marianne Hay and Heidi Mudry, who's still here, and they convinced me that this was fun, worthwhile, valuable, and I should travel. And so I did that, traveled a couple times to Spain, one time teaching English in Spain, and that kind of brought it all full circle. After teaching English in Spain, I was like, maybe I should keep doing this. Maybe I'll go teach Spanish back in Hood River. And I was able to come back and make it all the way back home.
So you are new here, coming from the middle school to
Correct.
the high school.
Mm-hmm.
How has that change been?
It's been a really cool change. I always planned on teaching high school Spanish. That's where I got my kind of start as a student that really launched me into my adult life. And I got sidetracked by going to the middle school. And I taught 12 years of middle school, had a really good time, did a lot of different things. And eventually, you got to graduate from middle school. You know, I needed something. Everyone seems to kind of go through transitions in life, and I was ready to transition to something new. Sometimes you feel a little stuck if you stay in one place for too long. And so right now, I feel really good. I feel like I'm being pushed forward. I feel like I'm being pushed to do new and different things, getting to know new kids at a new point in their education. And so far, I love it. I'm having a good time.
Excellent. So what are you most excited about this coming year?
So I'm excited just to have this year turn out well. I got AP students that I want to pass the test. I got Spanish 2 students that are trying to get those credits. But what I missed in middle school was when the high schoolers would come back, the graduates would come back and walk through the halls. And they were so happy to see me, and I got to see them all grown up as 18-year-olds ready to finish. And every time that happened, I'm like, man, I missed the last 4 years of what they were up to and their development, and I really wish I could see how they go through those 4 years of high school, because they go from middle school to adult, and then I just miss everything in between. So I'm excited to see these, I got freshmen, I got sophomores, I got juniors and seniors. I'm excited to see people progressing towards the real world and to help them with that, because that's what it's all about.
All right. And for our final question, what's the most interesting pet you ever had?
Man, we went through a lot of pets. We had cats and dogs. We had a lot of chickens. We had turkeys at one point. That was kind of fun. I had a pet turkey. I had a pet duck. But the weirdest, probably the coolest, was the ferret that we had. We did a ferret for a little while. And the problem with ferrets is sometimes they're very sneaky and smart, and they will escape. And we had him for like a year maybe, and eventually he escaped, and he did not come back.
According to Mascot Database, the eagle is the most common school mascot in America.
Ryder, don't say anything bad about Tuffy. I love Tuffy.
Well, Tuffy is obviously the best version. We sent a team out to see if anyone had ideas for a different mascot.
What's your name?
Seb.
Alright, Seb, if you could change the mascot, what would you change it to?
I'd change it to a gargoyle.
Okay. Alright, if you could change the mascot of the school, what would you change it to?
I would change it to a duck.
I would change it to a tiger. Okay, the question was, if you could change the mascot, what would you change it to?
And I think our mascot should be cows. The Hood River cows. Hood River heifers. Oh, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. And then we could have like we could have a live mascot. And at football games, we can bring cows out on the field and run them across the field.
Who are we here with today?
Eileen. Lila. Taylor.
If you could change the HRV mascot, what would you change it to?
I don't know. A wildcat. A dragon. Wildcat.
Thank you.
All right, if you could change the mascot, what would you change it to?
A bear. A bear.
A bear.
A bear. If you could change the mascot of the school, what would you change it to?
The Timbers.
Why?
The greatest team in the world, honestly.
All right, hey, if you could change the mascot of the school, what would you change it to?
The Falcons.
It's really hard for me to answer this question because I cannot imagine Hood River Valley High School without being the Eagles. Because the Eagles is the perfect mascot for HRV. But I feel like because we're in a beautiful Pacific Northwest in the gorge, maybe like a tree. What don't you think? Like the evergreen or something? What's Stanford? Stanford's a tree, isn't Stanford a tree? I don't know, but that would be cool. Or not? I don't know. That's what I say. A tree. HRV trees.
How's it going?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good. All right. So question of the week: if you could change the mascot, what would you change it to?
I wouldn't change it. I love the Eagles. Why would you change it?
Why wouldn't you?
Because the Eagle's a majestic, beautiful bird. Like, why would you ever get rid of the most majestic, beautiful bird on earth? Would you be like a turtle?
I was thinking more of a river hawk or something.
Is that even a thing? I don't even know if that's a real thing. Like, no.
So you would change it to the river hawk, right?
I would definitely not change it to the Riverhawk. No, I would keep it as an eagle. Well, we could do the Mighty Mice.
Mighty Mice.
Like, like Mighty Mouse, but like plural. Is that good?
No.
What do you want me to say?
You gotta pick an actual logo.
Why do I have to pick one? I like the
Because that's the question.
The answer is no.
If you were forced to change it, what would you change it to?
If I was forced, like I have to do this.
Or you get fired.
I get fired. I would probably go with the bald eagles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no!
There you go.
That's our show for the week. Thanks for watching.
We'll leave you with our best pictures from homecoming so far.
Come back next week and we'll tell you
What's up?
Oh, that was good.
Really cool.